So I think the team has really become stronger since then. Mainly we've just been shooting some really good scores. We had really good performances over at Winter Airgun. We came back from winter break and we shot some really good scores at home matches against Ole Miss and Nebraska. And then after that we went to TCU, shot some really good scores against them and Coast Guard. We shot a new program record of a 47-11, which now we're the 7th team in the history of NCAA rifle to ever do that. So I think just really having those scores behind us, the team is really starting to settle into their positions and really being comfortable with those scores. And so I think, yeah, we've been getting stronger. The most memorable event of this season would definitely have to be shooting the 47-11 at TCU. So we came off of a 46-93 the previous day, and then we sort of just came into the next day at the match. We shot really well. We all had pretty decent days. It just all sort of clicked. We had all of our parents sort of here watching us, and then like on top of that, just sort of being able to shoot that sort of score after being on the team for 3 years now, sort of having that as a goal for that long and finally actually being able to accomplish it was definitely something else, and it was very special. Definitely Jacob. I mean, he came in as a freshman last year, and I mean he was pretty good for a freshman. He was shooting some decent scores, counted at NCAAs, but this year he has just flipped the switch and has just been tearing it up. Having someone that you can go out and rely on to really shoot a low to mid 580s in small bore, even sometimes a high 580, and almost always like a mid to low 590s in air rifle. It's really great having someone that you can depend on like that for a score. The 3 seniors, I mean, we've all been here. I mean, we've all known each other since before college even. Drew and I were on the same team in high school. So, I mean, I feel like we get along really, really well. We definitely have a lot of experience under our belt, sort of coming in all at the same class, sort of, we've all been around each other for a very long time, so I feel that we definitely work well together. PRC Championships, I mean, we went out there, we had our hopes high. We just came off of the 47-11 at TCU. I don't really know what happened, but we just didn't really have that great of a match. Yeah, I mean, we don't really know what happened, but I know we're going to come back this next week, leading into qualifiers, and I'm sure we're going to come back pretty well. Yeah, we're pretty confident. Usually in the past, we've followed up a bad match with a pretty good score. So I think it affects it pretty well. We've got a load off our back. I think we're going to be pretty relaxed going into the qualifier. We're definitely sitting in a pretty good position to qualify for NCAAs. This year is going to be different from last year and also even the year before that, because the previous 2 years ago in Akron, we just drove to the championship. It was pretty close to home, so we had a pretty big fan showing up. And then last year it was at home, obviously, so I mean we didn't really have to travel that much for that, and we also still had a huge fan following with us. This year at Citadel, we're going to have to fly out to that one. It's going to be pretty far away from Ohio State in itself. It'll be closer to West Virginia and a couple other schools around that area. So I think that there's going to be a different following sort of in the stands, and then also just the whole, we're going to have to leave a couple days earlier, miss a couple days of class. So I think it'll be different. I'm interested to see how it happens. I mean, going out there, starting off as a first match, knowing those conditions, sort of scouting out the whole location. I mean, we sort of know now that like the lights aren't that great, the floor is a little bit different, lane centering is going to be an issue. So I mean, all of those things we can kind of sort of plan for, look ahead towards, and work towards them. So I think overall it'll actually help us a whole lot in the future.